I actually made myself jump. Good morning. We had loads of snow. The snow disappeared, which has now created flooding. So I'm going to go out and have a look, see what damage has been done. Actually, we're on the verge of afternoon, so I'll say good morning and afternoon. My name's RichyVida. Thank you very much for being here. Well, we woke up the other morning to a complete blanket of snow, completely off the cuff, not expected. We'd had a few days of solid frost, constant frost, and then it snowed on top of that, so we had quite a bit actually. Have a look at these photos. We made this snowman before 9:30 in the morning. And then, yeah, the next day, it looked like this. So, it's all thawed very, very quickly, and followed by loads of rain yesterday. So, I came out last night on the bike, pitch black, absolutely chucking it down, but I fancied a wet ride. Hey up. And yeah, there's floods everywhere. The forecast for today is just cloudy, but dry, so I thought I'd come out, see if I can create some cinematic magic for you all on the Africa Twin. Oh, I'm glad to be back on this. I'll tell you a story in a minute, why I've not been on it for a while. In fact, I might as well tell you the story now. I've been having battery issues since the ABR festival, and I'll get to this in a second. It's not the reason I haven't been riding it. I've been riding the V-Strom, but I've been wanting to ride it, but I've been having these battery issues. This is a big thank you to Steve from a bike thing as well. So some of you will remember, those of you that went to the ABR festival, that Steve had my bike, this bike, on his stand to show off all the lights and stuff that we've fitted to it, along with a load of other bikes. Prior to that, as you know, I've not really done anything on this bike yet, so not really got acquainted with it properly or anything. Steve had it for his stand at the ABR festival, so had it plugged in with a special device to plug all the bikes in that controls the battery and regulates everything exactly as it should, so the lights can be on all the time on the stand. And then since getting back from there, you know, Steve brought the bike back, and I think probably a week after that I thought, oh, you know, I'm going to go out on the bike. Went to start it and it's just flat, dead, so that's weird. Anyway, went to charge it, and for some reason the charger seemed to be having an issue with charging as well, showed a fault. So I assumed, we all assumed, that something had happened along the way with whatever device he plugged into the bike. It's been going on and off since the ABR festival really, but I've not been using this bike, so I've been using the V-Strom. Anyway, last week Steve had the bike in to put a new battery on for me. Thank you very much, Steve. We brought the bike home again, left it for a week, brand new battery. I thought, oh, do you know what, I'm going to go out on the Africa Twin. Really fancy going out on it. Got all togged up, got all the heated clothing on, wheeled the bike out. When it started up, guess what? Flat battery. So then I'm thinking, right, something very weird's going off here, because I know I've got all this stuff on the bike, all these lights, but nothing draws any battery at all when it's turned off. The two easy cans don't draw a thing. So I'm like, the only other thing that's plugged into the battery is the heated clothing lead. But that's not using any power at all, not drawing anything when the battery's off. So the only other thing that could possibly be having anything to do with it is the data tool tracker. Phone data tool, and I've not activated my data tool since having the bike. I've just been that busy. Anyway, got them to check, given them the ID and everything for this bike, got them to check it, and they said, is it a lead acid battery? I'm like, no, it's a lithium battery. as fellow owners of this bike will know. Very, very expensive, and if you don't know, the battery for this bike costs, sit down, £580. Crazy. Road is shut here, look. Let me just finish the story quickly. Look at all that. I'm not gonna go through it actually. I'll probably be alright, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to cause any grief to anybody else. Yeah, it's a lithium battery. Honda, in their wisdom, told Data Tool when this bike was registered that it was a lead acid battery. So the Data Tool tracker has been in the wrong setting this whole time. So it's never been, the tracker has never been put to sleep. So all the time the bike's being sat there doing nothing, the Data Tool's going, come on, give me some juice, because I want to know what's going off, So the Data Tool killed the original battery. So now it's fully registered and done. It's in the correct lithium setting, so it's not drawing anything. So we're good to go again. So thank you and sorry, Steve, for all the hassle and obviously for changing the battery when you didn't need to. But yeah, that's what's been going off. Keep looking that side for that, because that's normally on that side, but I've put this for the drone. Anyway, let's stop rabbiting, turn off the bike. We'll go and have a look at some of these floods. Be a nightmare for all the locals when, you know, it constantly floods, and then if people then start driving through, you're just creating bow waves everywhere. So it's a bit, well, antisocial, isn't it, really? Imagine how peed off you'd be if that were your house and it were just sorting itself out, and then someone starts driving through again and it's sending it all back. You'd be very upset, wouldn't you? This bit floods down here as well, so let's see what's down here, shall we? The graveyard here as well is normally underwater. Yeah, it is though. It is. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, bloody hell. Horrible. shame. I know essentially it doesn't make any difference, but I'd hate to think one of my loved ones were in there. I've missed this DCT, let me tell you. What a superb gearbox that is. Those that have never tried it, you don't know what you're missing. I've got the traction control set to the highest while I get reacquainted with the Africa Twin, especially on greasy, slippy roads like this. What a view from up here, eh? All this water. Well, today's little ride has just been me driving around in this filthy horrible weather and just having a nosy. I've just been being nosy today. Hope you're all well wherever you're watching from. What did we do before traction control, eh? Because I know I've got this switch to the highest, I'm giving it beans in places where I know I shouldn't. And it's just not twitching, not one bit. Traction's lighting up, but bike's just going, yeah, no problems. I'm glad I've been able to come out and give the Africa Twin a proper run as well for this battery and get it all pumped up properly. Oh, I've just realised what I'm going to do. I'm not going to spend any money. I'm going to go home, I'm going to make a cup of tea, and I'm going to have myself a nice, warm, buttery mince pie with some double cream tipped on it. Oh, yes, I am. Right, my dear friends, I am off. Thank you very much for watching this little voyage of discovery or nosy Parker video, whatever you want to call it. It's been nice to talk to you. Thanks for coming with me. I'm off for a mince pie and a cup of tea. I'm going to have a lot of double cream as well. I am. Before I go, going back to the battery thing, how do you, fellow lithium ion battery owners, look after your battery? Because there's quite a lot of conflicting reports. Obviously you have to have the correct lithium battery charger, but do you keep it on all the time, the battery charger, when you're not using it, for it to tend? I know these new Optimates are designed for 24/7 365. Leave it on, let it do its thing. Or do you just not bother, or what? You know, those of you that don't use your bike very often, I mean. I think I shall end up leaving the charger on the whole time. I'd be interested to know how you tend to yours. I made a little port, again, for fellow Africa Twin owners. You know where the little silly little toolkit is on the battery compartment. Opened it up, threw away the toolkit, drilled a little hole in the casing and fixed the Optimate charging port in there, and then got the connector for the heated clothing to use the same port. So when I get in, I just unplug the Kai's heating cable and plug in the charging cable, so I don't got to mess about taking any covers off or anything like that. In fact, I'll show you just before I go. I shall show you. Yeah, I'll just show you very quickly. So yeah, there, look, that's the case for the toolkit. So I just put this little Optimate thing there, look. So it's just like that. It's the same connector for the charger as it is for the heated kit. So it's just a matter of Popping that out, plugging the other one in. That's what I do. Pop it back in, on. I would not be, now I'm used to it, I would not be without this heated clothing in winter. Not at all. Right, I'm off, thank you very much. Get that mince pie in the microwave, or drizzle that double cream all over it. Oh, be good. Be careful. And be kind. Oh, I can taste it already. Oh.